And welcome back, folks. Joining us now is Senator Dan Coats, Republican from Indiana, member of the Senate Select Intelligence Committee. Hello, Senator. How are you?
Well, I'm doing well. I'm in Indiana, not Washington, so things are looking a lot better than they do there.
Yeah, well, I know it's people would say enjoy your vacation, but I know you're working and you're meeting the people, and that's really what it's all about. But let's talk about the reality here, and that is the execution of our journalist by ISIS, and that horrific video and the message to Barack Obama. What do you is this a totally new phase of the war on terror in your view now?
I hope it is, because I hope the world awakes to the fact that what we're dealing with here is pure barbarism, and we're dealing with an element that we've not seen before. It's almost like going back to the Middle Ages. And this is going to have to take a worldwide response, and a lot of that has to come from the Muslims and the Muslim nations themselves in terms of what is happening to them. They're also being murdered, but they need to stand up and face this. So, Western nations can't simply come over, as we've shown, and tell them this is what you got to do. They've got something in their own backyard that they need to stand up and deal with.
What about the threat that ISIS poses to the United States, though, sir? I mean, British citizens, United States citizens, others who have passports, others who say that there might be, members of ISIS cells already here.
Well, that has become a real concern, because we know that many of these people who have joined ISIS and are perpetrating these kind of things are from European nations, and some even from the United States. I think we need to relook at the Beast Waiver program for European countries, because these people are now legitimate citizens of those states, and that gives them entree into the United States that they wouldn't have had otherwise. So there's a number of things we have to do to protect our homeland, protect Americans. They have directly said that we're bringing it to you, and we need to do whatever we can to keep them from doing that.
All right. Without giving anything classified away, in your capacity as a member of the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence, how concerned are you that there are ISIS people here already, and how do you measure the threat of terror, being unleashed here?
We can't afford to not be concerned. We need to understand that they only have to be right once. We have to be right 100% of the time. And so the threat has been made. It's very possible that there are people here that would address that or represent that, and others may try to come. And so I think we redouble on our Border Patrol, we redouble on our TSA agents and everything else that's connected with providing security for our homeland.
Let me ask you about the president's response. First of all, would you have made public the fact that we tried and failed to rescue James Foley and others? What was the purpose of that?
I can't come to any other conclusion that it was political. No, I think that was a stupid thing to do. Here we have this stealth agency that has proven that its ability to go in very dangerous situations and be successful. On this one, they got the wrong intelligence, or the hostages had been moved. Maybe there was a breach in that. But the worst thing you want to do is publicize your failure or publicize how you operate. That just makes it difficult for these guys in the future.
One more quick one. Now there's a report today that we might hit ISIS targets in Syria. Again, from the category of stupid. Why would you tell anybody that?
Exactly. A lot of this is being played for political purposes. The administration's under the gun because they said, we're out of here and we're not going to get involved. Now they're caught, kind of hoisted on their own petard.
Right.
And I think they're trying to provide political cover, but it's not the right way to run an operation, that's for sure.
Senator, thank you for your time, sir. Really appreciate it.
You're more than welcome. Thank you.
All right, Senator Dan Coats, ladies and gentlemen. Very interesting. And we'll be back with the Deputy Managing Editor for National Review, Kevin D. Williamson. But first, of course, it's time for this hour's American Moment, and we take a look back today and how apropos at the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Don't go away.